The sale or recapitalization of your software or IT company is the most important transaction of your life. No one takes it more seriously than the Corum Group. In over 40 years, we've sold more such companies than anyone, spending over $100 million to develop a partner search process unmatched in the industry, with 7 major benefits over working with other firms. The first benefit is First Look, our deal origination program, which exposes you to a sample set of over 200 buyers who will provide feedback and help you calibrate saleability. What's that worth? If they make an acceptable offer, they pay the transaction fees for the privilege of seeing you first. No other investment bank in the world has such a program. The second major benefit, and this is big, we designed an 8-step global partner search process to be what we would have wanted. You see, at Corum, we're all former CEOs who've built and sold our own company. Our goal in the preparation phase is to take you through self-checking due diligence, map you to best practices, give you the benefit of our experience, what the buyers want right now as we're talking to them every day. At a minimum, whether you sell immediately or not, your company will be better modeled for increased value. The third benefit is a much better positioned company. Through our extensive domain expertise, the industry's largest competitor research, and taking you through our unique coaching and initial presentation meeting, you will get invaluable feedback from industry analysts, valuation specialists, domain experts, and fellow CEOs that will improve how you position. In addition, we will position you relative to Corum's top 10 disruptive trends to be sure your company has better appeal to buyers and increase your chances for the best value. The fourth benefit was a surprise to us. We learned that when you go out to all the people who should know about you and aggressively follow up with emails, phone calls, and even hard copy mail, good things happen. One of them is market feedback, not just on your model and positioning, but all kinds of response like, "Have you thought about? Why did you do this?" Or, "Have you heard about these guys?" Some of it highly valuable, so much so that I've seen firms completely change course, add a product line, or enter new market. Even decide to go public. You could spend $1 million to get the kind of feedback we get as a natural byproduct of our process. The fifth benefit is a surprise to most people who have never been through the kind of no stone unturned process like Corum's, and that is that you go through a lot of NDAs, open a lot of doors to companies that won't all be the buyer, but they could turn into business for you, either as a customer or business partner that could ultimately increase value. For example, in our Selling Up, Selling Out bootcamp, we have a case study of a small company whose acceptable offers for $4 to $5 million fell apart. We took them off market, and they signed several agreements with parties they'd contacted during the process, firms that were interested but couldn't buy. Then we took them back to market and sold them to a private equity firm for a deal value eventually worth $46 million. Almost 10 times the original price. The sixth benefit we already alluded to in the previous benefit is the Corum Promise, our hiatus program. If you don't get the right price the first time, we'll let you go off market, make improvements based on buyer feedback, and then take you back to market free without all the original upfront costs. The case study we just mentioned of the firm that sold for almost 10 times the original offer was an example of a hiatus situation. No other investment banker offers such a program.
During hiatus, we improved our company by making changes suggested by the buyer, then sold for double the price.
And the seventh benefit, and your primary goal, is the sale or recapitalization of your company. The process is about selling your story, creating buyer tension that leads to an auction environment, and getting you the optimum outcome of not just maximum price, but also the best structure and employment agreements with minimal taxes and liabilities. We do this by engaging with both strategic and financial buyers at the same time. A lot more work for us, but we know that this is the proven way to get the multiple offers you need, not just one offer, which most firms do. For example, in another case study from our conference, one firm had worked with an investment bank that wrongfully advised them to take an offer for $25 million from a strategic buyer that we call a bottom feeder. Their investment bankers said it was the best they could do. We knew from experience that the offer was too low. So we took them out globally to a broader range of both strategic and financial buyers. The result was 4 offers in total, 2 from PE firms, one at $40 million value for a minority share recapitalization, and another at $60 million value for majority control recapitalization. Then we got 2 strategic buyer offers, $72 million all cash, and $80 million paid in all stock. They took the cash offer. The bottom feeder at $25 million never came back. Our goal is to make these benefits: better business model, improved market position, market feedback, additional business opportunities, or an exit, any one of them worth the entire cost of the global search process. Even if you're early to market, this is exactly what you need to ensure you get what you deserve for your years, even decades of building your company.